G'day folks, it's the Maple Monkey here again with another Marvel United gameplay video for you, and we're back to the official content stuff from a bit of a mix here. We've got some Season 3 stuff in the form of the villain, plus some of the locations, or at least one of the locations adds a new effect as well, and we're going to be also using a bunch of heroes. I think they're all from Season 1, so got a bit of a mix here, so old and new. So we're going to be looking at White Widow. I forget what her name, like her actual, character's name is besides the code name. I forget what her name is. Black Widow's sister. Let's have a look here. So we're going to be using her today, and let's check her out. White Widow. So we'll have a look at the back here. There is no special starting setup, and this is kind of going to be a bit of a theme for us today. We're going with a fairly simple battle. I decided to sort of, I was in the mood for something maybe not too complex or complicated, so she seems like a fairly straightforward villain, and the stuff that we're sort of using today is going to be pretty straightforward as well. So we're going to go with a team of 4 heroes, so she's going to have 7 health to start with. And let's have a look at her rules though. So we know she doesn't have any special setup, so let's just have a look at what's happening here. So her special rules are this Deathless Frenzy Serum. So heroes starting their turn with 1 or more crisis tokens must treat 1 available move, heroic or wild symbol at the bottom of hero cards as a punch. So we sort of we're going to be being affected by these crisis tokens. So she's going to be sort of I guess spraying us with that mist or whatever from that Black Widow movie. Or did that make them go crazy, or did that make them wake up again? I'm not sure. I can't remember. But anyway, we're going to be getting some sort of serum and getting angry, I guess. So let's have a look. The BAM is that we give a crisis token and dealer damage to the hero with the fewest crisis tokens in White Widow's location. So she's going to be hunting down people with not many crisis tokens to try and give them more crisis tokens. Alright, her overflow effect here is if 1 or more civilian or thug tokens cannot be added to a location, the hero with the fewest crisis tokens takes a crisis token. So we're going to be having crisis tokens dished out by the BAMs. We're also going to be having crisis tokens dished out by overflows, and this doesn't say in her location, so even if we're trying to stay away from the overflow areas, we're still going to be taking crisis tokens, so that's not good, because we come down here to the villainous plot. The heroes lose when they have a total of 7 crisis tokens. So if 7 of these are dished out, so if she does like what's this, 7 turns worth of BAMs, well that's not good for us there, is it? I guess we'd have to sort of like try and avoid her location, but yeah, seems like with the overflows and the BAMs this could be going up pretty quickly, so we'll just have to see how we go. We have a full team of 4, so we should be able to get around and clear things pretty quickly, but also means we're going to be out and about and more likely for her to land on us, I guess, so that's not good either. So alright, so that's what White Widow's bringing to the table. Now since we have White Widow, we're going to bring a team of heroes thematically that maybe they're trying to hunt her down, maybe she's targeting them, but they're going to be the opposite side of things. They're going to be the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. So we're going to have Nick Fury leading the team. Okay, so not Nick Fury Senior, but the Nick Fury from the MCU. There we go, Samuel L. Jackson, looking very cool there with his cool coat. And then, who was next? I think then we've got her sister, we've got Black Widow. So I think this was the first Marvel United figure I might have painted, actually. Or do I tell a lie? Maybe it was Beast, I can't remember. Alright, so there we go. Oh no, it must have been her, because I think I had the MCU or the Marvel United Season 1 stuff before I had the X-Men stuff. So now who have we got here? This is Mockingbird. Now for ages I had Mockingbird filed away, sorted away with my sort of street level sort of vigilante type characters, because I just figured Mockingbird was some sort of, she just looked like some sort of street level sort of yeah, vigilante, kind of like your Black Cat or Daredevil, Elektra, that sort of thing. But no, it turns out she's. I think I finally got her on Marvel Snap, and it turns out she's an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. So I was like, oh, okay. So maybe she's from that TV show Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or something. I've never really watched that much. So yeah, anyway, so now you know. So I've had to rearrange where she is in my collection now, but we've got another member here. I think he's from S.H.I.E.L.D. as well. We've got Hawkeye. I know he's in Avenger, but I think, was he originally in S.H.I.E.L.D.? I don't know. Anyway, we've got Hawkeye as well. Now, I said we're going to play things pretty easy today, so we're not actually using any of the equipment, even though this would probably be a good chance to show off some of the old heroes getting refreshed with equipment. But you know, we've been doing, I think, plenty of that over the last few videos, and you know, I'm sure there's opportunities to show off that sort of stuff as well. But I just was feeling in a mood for no equipment, so we're going to just go normal decks and see how we go. But what we are going to use, since I was trying to pick sort of S.H.I.E.L.D. Kind of themed locations. So we've got the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters, we've got the S.H.I.E.L.D. helicarrier, we've got, now this is not necessarily S.H.I.E.L.D. based, but we've got Washington DC, United Nations. I thought we'd start White Widow up in Sokovia because it looked like kind of like a cold sort of place, even though I don't think it's technically, I think it's like a made up place. I don't think it's actually any particular place. And then we've got Camp Hammond here, because I think that's got S.H.I.E.L.D. written on one of these buildings here, and that one comes with this advanced training deck. So I think I've shown this off before, maybe when we played against the Skrulls or something, but we'll chuck this in as well. So if we end up dealing with that threat there, that should open up the ability to look at advanced training cards. So that may be something that might pop up. So all right, well that's the location, that's the villain. We've had a look at the little hero team there, and let's have a look at their cards then. So no starting hand cards, these are all Season 1 characters, so no such thing as a starting hand card back then. And we'll be using the full deck, so there will be some wilds and double wilds in here. So that's just the way I like to roll, so apologies if that's not your cup of tea. Or can of Coke, or a mug of coffee. Alright, let's see. 1, 2, and 3. Nick Fury, I haven't used these guys in ages. I think I've used them all. Yeah, I'm sure I've used them all, but yeah, here we go. Well, Nick Fury's going to be off to a big start there. He's got, oh, look at that, he's got, oh, and a single star there. Interesting. Alrighty then, we'll pop those down. Then we have Black Widow, so we'll shuffle her up. I think from memory she's got a lot of stuff where she looks at the master plan deck, doesn't she? Is that right? I think so. Maybe you can put things on the bottom or something. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty then. We have Interrogate. This sounds like it's going to be something like that. Look at the look at the top card of the master plan deck. You may place it on the bottom. She's got a couple of punches there. Wow, she's punch heavy. All right, and let's have a look at Mockingbird. Now, Mockingbird, Mockingbird, sorry guys, she might be one I haven't used before. I can't remember. Maybe way back in the day. But if I did use her, I was thinking she was a vigilante. So now we're going to be using her with the right frame of mind. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's have a look. She's got a move and a heroic. A move. Oh, and double wilds as well. We're off to a huge start there. As long as we don't take a whole bunch of damage, I guess. Alright. And we've got Hawkeye. So, Hawkeye is definitely one of the ones that I think really the equipment stuff is fun to use with him because he gets a whole bunch of different ones. But we're just going to use him as standard today, so let's see how he goes. 1, 2, 3. Alrighty then. Okay, and this is the sort of thing I think with equipment cards, this is how I sort of see myself playing, and to be honest, this is, you know, off camera, this is kind of what I do. I like to, you know, just every once in a while I like to sort of, you know, throw them in. Every once in a while I like to not throw them in and go back and forth. I don't really, I'm not super attached to them, but I'm also not super against them anymore. I was sort of like, oh man, these don't seem very good, but as I've been playing there, you know, there's a lot more sort of fun ones that I've found and stuff like that. So yeah, let's have a look at his cards though. So we've got deal 2 punches in the opposite location. Okay, long shot. Oh, and look at, oh man, look at all these stars. Okay, well, we've got a lot going on there. I think it's time to get down to the table and see how old White Widow treats us. Oh, actually, before we do that, let's chuck some health on the table here. Oh, and there's one last thing I totally forgot. I don't know how I'm going to break up this video now because I've been doing the introduction all over the place because I haven't talked about the threats at all, have I? Alright. So let's have a look at these threats. Alright, she's got 3 of these in disguise threats, which are, as long as this threat is in play, White Widow cannot be damaged if there are any civilians in her location. This is interesting because I've got a similar sort of, maybe even the title is very similar, card for the Baroness in G.I. Joe United, and the effect is very similar as well, and I'm thinking, did I copy this? I know I hadn't read White Widow before, but I wonder if there's previous characters, older characters that have like a disguise sort of feature, and maybe this is a common thing that they use, or did I just happen to pick something that sort of was very obviously thematically similar? So we've got these in disguises here. So 1, 2, where's the other one? Over here. So in the S.H.I.E.L.D. headquarters and the helicarrier, plus over here at the United Nations. All right. And then the other 3 are this Widow network. So as long as 1 or more Widow network are in play, each thug anywhere requires 2 damage to be defeated. Oh, I can see myself maybe forgetting that, so let's try and remember that. Okay. So we have those set up in the Camp Hammond. We have Sokovia up there, and we also have a bit of a network at Washington, D.C. there. Okay. Undercover, I guess. So, yeah, so those are the threats. And interestingly, they both sets seem to be, you sort of need to remove the entire set to sort of nullify their effect, because as long as this threat is in play, yeah, so as long as any of the disguise ones are in play, then she cannot be damaged if there's civilians in her location. Okay. And then these ones here, as long as 1 or more Widow network are in play, each thug anywhere requires 2. So, alright, yes. Not really sure. Man, what am I going to go for? Am I going to ignore the threats and just go for clearing thugs and civilians? Am I going to go for the threats, but which one do I do? Do I try and clear all 6? But that might take some time. Alright, well, we'll see. Let's find out what I decide to do. Alright, let's try it. Okay, well, yep, she doesn't have any more threats in there, so let's shuffle her up. Shuffly shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Alright, White Widow. Now I said she's going to be a fairly simple villain, but that doesn't mean she's not going to be difficult, so let's find out. Let's have a look here. So she is going to do the following. Let's pull that back a little bit. Alright, so she's moving clockwise to the next location with the hero with the fewest crisis tokens. Alright, so she's going over here. Oh man, I need one of those heroes that gets rid of crisis tokens. So she's going to bam, give a crisis token and 1 damage to the hero with the fewest crisis tokens in her location. Alright. So since they're all tied, I guess I can choose. I don't think that implies that I have to give it to all of them. Then I have to remember to put out 3 of these civilians all around her. So, okay, she puts out 1 on either side. Okay. It doesn't seem like a lot, but I wonder if other cards drop at a higher rate. Okay, who are we going to give a crisis token to? Well, you know what? I was going to say, oh, why don't we just give it to Black Widow since she's got a bunch of punches anyway. But it's not just her cards, it's all the cards that she might be using, so the previous hero cards, so it would sort of affect us there anyway, wouldn't it? But is that still a good option? I don't know. What am I planning on doing? Am I punching? Am I doing stars? I don't really know. Look, you know what? I think this would be a pretty personal battle, so I think she's going to give the first damage and the first crisis token to Black Widow. Let's just, I don't know if that's a good strategy or not, but let's just, let's go with that. Let's put, oopsie, let's put the single wild away. Okay. Right. And we'll go from there. Okay. So, we've got to put one here. One, oh, that looks like overflowing very shortly as well, doesn't it? Okay, I've got to get over this way then. Alright. Oh, do I want to start working on these Camp Hammond things? What is the plan? Alright. Well, Nick Fury's going to start us off. Oh, he's got Director of S.H.I.E.L.D. What is this? A whole bunch of movement, so he sort of like gets the chess pieces moving, I guess. What's he doing? He's a hero of your choice immediately performs a double move. Ooh, I could get someone like right over here to start working on one of these straight away. But that would only give me a single wild. But that's okay. I mean, I could do a double wild and that would be giving another double wild. So we know Black Widow is going to have to, whatever we use, she's likely to have a couple of punches here. So this is going to end up being a punch. So she's going to like punch 3 times, which doesn't seem super useful. So maybe we don't play that one yet, but that could come in handy down the track. Alright. Let's go the double wilds. Just to give Black Widow a bit more variability there, a bit more versatility. Now, what am I going to do here with you, my friend? Are you going to just place 2 heroics down here? Just to get cracking on that. Am I going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? So there are enough civilians out at the moment. I could just start working on civilians. Interesting. Right. I might start that one because I do think I want to get rid of the advanced training, but I think I want to go for these in disguise things is my plan. Oopsie daisy, let's put this back in the right order there. Alright. So do I just want to do one? Here, I think I'll leave it like that. Alright, so Black Widow. So let's have a look here. So heroes starting their turn with 1 or fewer crisis tokens. Oh no, I just realized something. Oh, a lot of crisis token effects, at least the ones that I've run into, you deal with the crisis token effect and then you discard it. But now, from now on, Black Widow's always going to have to treat something as a punch. Okay, that's... Oh, maybe we gave this to the wrong person. Whoopsie. Oh, I wasn't thinking about that, was I? Okay, well we've made our choice, so let's stick with it. Alright, so we're going to have to get real punch heavy towards the end, aren't we? So I was thinking, okay, well let's start working on civilians and clearing these networks. Like clearing all these threats, but if we're going for all of that, then there's a lot of punches. I guess we could just kind of use it to sort of just knock down some thugs as we go if we can. Well, seeing as we just drew ourselves another punch, this is interesting. Alright, so we're going to have to use Maybe let's do this interrogate. These could be more useful right towards the end though, couldn't they? Well, let's see where she's going. Let's place this. So what we can do is we can do 2 punches. One of these has to be a punch. Plus we've got this punch. That's going to be enough to defeat 1 thug. Alright. Then let's use the other heroic, or other wild as a heroic to clear this threat. Okay. Then let's right. Okay, so we can't get rid of those. Oh, that's not good. You may. Okay, well let's read this. Oh, hold on. Let's do this first, and then we can draw this thing. All right. So. What are we doing? We're drawing. Okay, so look at the top card of the master plan deck. You may place it on the bottom. So let's hold it up. What's she up to? So she's going to go 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so she's not actually going to land on us. So her ban. Does it say adjacent areas as well? Crib crisis token. And deal 1 damage to the hero with the fewest crisis tokens. Oh. Yeah, okay, so yeah, she doesn't, so she won't hurt us. Ah, now this is interesting. Wow, we've got a problem coming up. Okay. Because we know she's going to come here and she's dropping 2 civilians in this spot. So these 2 won't be a problem, but she's going to drop 2 civilians and that will cause an overflow, which will cause us to get a crisis token. But Mockingbird, Mockingbird's got, bummer, yeah, I don't have enough because Mockingbird would have enough to move in and clear a civilian, but then she'd be stuck there and she'd be getting hit with the crisis token. And she doesn't have enough firepower to... What does she? Could she move in and with the single punch and one of this, so she could move and do a single punch plus this punch, and that would be enough to take out 1 thug. Not great progress, but at least it would stop us getting another token, I suppose. Yeah, okay, so if we know, so we can probably get away with that. That's all right. Sorry, that doesn't go there. Let's leave that on top, so we won't put it on the bottom. Alright, so in that case, let's have a look at this end of turn effect though. You may draw 2 advanced training cards, bargain, and keep 1, alright, and then put the other at the bottom of the training deck. Alright, well we've got 2 of these cards. The first is psychological training. Alright, let's hold that back there. What have we got here? Cancel an effect that would force you to play your card randomly or face down. Oh. There's nothing like that at the moment, but it's not to say there's not cards in the deck that make us do that. Strategy training. Alright, let's have a look here. What does that let us do? Okay. Add a star token from the pool to the bottom of the card you are currently playing. The card gains the symbol as long as it's in the storyline. The card gains the symbol. Oh, wow. So the next person would be able to use it as well. The card gains that symbol as long as it's in the storyline. Yes, please. Let's take the strategy training. Alright. That sounds good. Okay. Who earned that? That was Black Widow. Well, she's in desperate need of some stars because she's all about the punches at the moment. Okay, and so we know what we need to do then is we'll draw a card for Mockingbird. Oh, well, just when I thought I had this planned out, Now we've got some sort of special effect. Is it one that I'm going to want to use? Let's see. Alright, Spy Master. Well, I must not have read her cards very carefully if I did use her before, because this should have given me a clue she's got some sort of a secret agent type thing. The next Master Plan card... Ooh! Oh! The next Master Plan card played cannot add any civilians or thugs to your location. Well, this gives us an interesting... No, okay. Because if we played this, we wouldn't have any movement. So, because we could still stop her from dropping things down there and that'd be fine. But if I just stay here, I've got a punch and a star, and that's not really going to do much for me. I suppose I could stay here and draw a card. They're pretty good, but no, let's get cracking with that. But that's interesting as well. So having this Spy Master up our sleeve might be handy to prevent a similar situation. Alright, so Mockingbird is going to do the following. So she still needs... So she's... Wait a second. Wait, why did I think this was going to work? I was going to move in, punch twice, but I'd... Oh, yeah, okay. Silly me. So... I was going to... I don't know why I thought that all of a sudden I could punch this guy and still get out of the location, but I can't. If I use the wild and the punch, then I've still only used one movement and I can't go anywhere after that. So I'm still then going to get hit by White Widow's BAM. Boy, I don't know what I was thinking there. Sorry, guys. Alright, so maybe that's not the card to play. I mean... Spy Master. Feels like this is kind of... I mean, do I just let another crisis token come out? That's 2. Maybe I just let that happen. Because I could just sit here and not let it happen, get no crisis thingies out, but then for the... Yeah. For the price of, like, essentially doing almost nothing in my turn, apart from rescuing one civilian, I'd be stopping one crisis token coming out. Maybe that is not the play. Maybe we go one of these. Yeah, maybe we do this. Let's move in. Let's rescue. Oh, but the punch isn't going to do much if I do that. Why don't I punch? Maybe she's going to put more thugs out. Maybe this is... It's going to be very expensive if I go the punch route and I'm not dealing with these thingies, huh? Right, let's rescue. So essentially I haven't done much more in my turn if I do this than just staying there and then potentially getting a better card. Maybe I do that. Yeah, alright. Whoa! Okay. Let's stay where we are. We'll rescue one. Whoops. Well, let's put him back there then. We rescued one from here. And then let's draw 2 cards and see if we get something good here. Alright, so we've got close combat training. Let's see, hold on, I'll try and put in the better spot for you. Oh, can you read that? Okay, and reflexes training. Okay, so add a punch token from the pool to the bottom of the card you're currently playing. The card... Oh, okay, so that's similar to the other one I just used. And then move to an adjacent location. This can be also used right after a villain movement. Oh, yes. I mean, the double punch could be good as well. But no, let's do that. Let's do the reflexes training on her. She can jump out of the way maybe. Or jump in the way, try and get to the villain. Alright. Well, that's it. So we now know that it's White Widow's turn. We know that she's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She's going to bam, which will not do anything. But then, oh wait, no, I'm going to have to, hold on a second. I didn't read that card properly, did I? Does it say in your location? To your location. Oh, okay. So that's not going to work. Alright, so sorry guys. Let's put this one back in. Let's come over here. Let's give my card back. That's a shame. Alright, we'll shuffle that in. Shuffle, shuffle. Yep. Sorry. I just realized, oh wait, it said on that Spy Master card, the Master Plan card doesn't add any thugs or civilians to your location. And it's got to be you choose one of each, well, you know, either or, but still your location. So we would have been giving ourselves the crisis tokens and having to end there anyway. So, we're going to move here. I'll put that guy back there. We've rescued one guy. We haven't got the thing. Does that even make any sense then? If I'm going to do it that way, if we're going to be receiving a crisis token either way, going to be receiving a crisis token either way. And she does it to the one with the fewest crisis tokens. And I may as well just do it on Mockingbird, I guess. Let's let her head here. You know what? It doesn't really matter. Alright, I'll do that. So, who are we going to take this crisis token on? Should we take it on... Should we try and split it up? Put it on Hawkeye and her? Well, let's not put it on Hawkeye now so he can have as much of a turn as possible. So let's put it on Mockingbird, I guess. Alright, so Mockingbird and Black Widow both have crisis tokens. So we've got an overflow here, and we've got one here, we've got one over here. Okay, someone's brought their baby to United Nations. Alright, so Hawkeye. Boy oh boy, sorry guys, that was back and forth, back and forth. If you've watched any of my playthroughs before though, you're probably used to me talking myself in circles on a very simple turns. Alright, so she moved, she did a rescue, and the punch had to go to waste. It just doesn't seem very good, does it? Now, let's get cracking. Since you don't have any crisis tokens, let's get as much out of your turn as possible. That's pretty full over there too, isn't it? Might have to send Nick Fury over that way. Let's go 1 with the move, and let's completely clear this. Ooh, we can move to any other location. It's 2 threats cleared. We've got to get cracking on these civilians though, don't we? You know what? Let's not do that. Let's put this back on. Ooh. Let's rescue this guy. And let's put only 2 of those tokens out. So we essentially moved, put 2 tokens out, and we did a rescue. Alright, that'll just stop overflow being as bad. Alright. Then Nick Fury, you, my friend, are going to draw a card. You've got yourself a single punch. You are not super angry at the moment, so that's good. Let's play this one. Let's set this up. So let's maybe move Black Widow. A bunch of people over here, so let's maybe move Black Widow over here. She can move twice. Then we can rescue another civilian, and we can move in and clear this one. Yeah, let's clear that. And I can move to any other location. Why don't I move up here, since I'll probably want to start working on this disguise thing as well. And we've already moved the token there, so that's fine. So yeah, cleared those 2, moved up here, we've done a bunch of rescuing. Alright, that's not too bad. Not too bad. Now Black Widow. Ooh, now you've got this cool ability here. Add 1 star token from the pool to the bottom of the card you're currently playing. So we've got to draw a card first. We've got movement. She is angry though, so at least something that she's using has to be a punch, but it... Oh, okay, this is... Well, let's leave these punches here. Let's put this down. Let's put that movement down. But let's add a star to that one maybe. So we've used the card. That's given us an extra star, but now we can use the movement as the punch, because I wanted to use that star to put something down here, I think. Let's clear that. 1, 2. Yeah. I'm a bit worried about this, but hopefully she won't land there again. Alright. And now we've given 2 different symbols that Mockingbird can potentially use as a punch on her turn and still be able to use other things. Okay. Yeah. So she's used these 2 as heroics, and then she's used that one as a punch. We can't use the punch, unfortunately, because there's nothing there to punch. Alright, it is white. Oh, wait a minute, what's happening here? This White Widow card should have gone down. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. That would have gone there, right? We did all that. Yep, okay, so she gets the next one. Alright. What is she going to do? So she's going 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh man, look at that. She does put a random assortment of these. You can't really tell what she's going to do in terms of dropping these guys out. So she has landed. Luckily she didn't land on anyone. That's good. And then if we put this way, she's putting... Oh, we're getting full over here. Nick Fury's going to have to get cracking on rescuing some civilians. And we've got another one here. Oh, and that's full too. Alright. They're all looking pretty full, aren't they? Uh-oh. This could be our undoing, I think, is all this overflow. Oh, I've been so focused on clearing these. Alright, well... 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so we're up to Mockingbird. She is angry. Oh, she's drawn herself a double punch here. Well, these punches are going to be handy tracking her down, hopefully, but I'm not tracking her down, but at least, you know, if she lands in our spot, hurting her. So we could do the Spy Master thing. So if she lands... Unfortunately, we don't know where she's going, but we could do that. What have I given myself here? I've got a move and a punch. Sorry, a move and a heroic. But one of those has to be used as a punch, if not another move and heroic here. I do want to rescue a bunch of civilians. So... punch. I guess a move and a heroic is the best here. So this gives me either 2 moves and a heroic and a punch, or 1 move and 2 heroics. I guess the best is to go here, rescue 2 of them. I'd love to work on that, but not yet maybe. And then the punch, I'd love to punch this guy, but I don't have enough punch power. Okay. Yeah. Oh, and good thing I didn't... Remember, I was like, oh, well, it doesn't matter if I'm going to get a crisis token anyway, I'll just put the character over here. But then I forgot that the ban not only does that, but it does damage to you as well if she lands on you, so, okay. Alright. I think we have Hawkeye's turn. So Hawkeye's... Oh, he loves his double wilds. Alright, so is that what we're going to use? I'm guessing so. We've got a move and a punch. Is that what I want to do? Nope. What do I want to do? Do I want to head back here with you, Hawkeye? I do want to work on this, but I've got 2 characters that can work on this, whereas this needs to be dealt with. And I could rescue these guys on the way. So maybe... do I do this? Move. Rescue. Oh, do I... Now, move, rescue. I could gain an advanced training card if I stay here. I could rescue another one there. Or I could move and rescue again. And rescue this one. That is an interesting choice. I think I'm going to do that rather than the advanced training card. Yep. Alright. I only need 2 more civilians. She's dropping civilians all over the place. Alright. Have I got another turn? I do. It's Nick Fury's turn. Alright, he's going to draw himself 2 heroics. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's save that double movement for when we might be chasing her down. Let's get cracking with the heroics here then. Look at this. I could do a whole bunch here. I could put down... I could just completely clear this. Yep, let's do it. Clear that. We'll put this little winner over here. So that's 3 of those actions needed to clear that. So I can use the last one to rescue 1 more civilian. Oh yes, okay, that's looking good. Now what does this say? You may discard 1 card from your hand to the bottom of your deck. Oh, to remove a crisis token from anywhere. Oh. Well, here's the thing though. If I if I lose one of these guys now, sorry, if I lose a card, then he could get closer to being damaged by the ban. But what I could do is she only attacks the person with the fewest crisis tokens. So maybe what I do is I'd lose the heroics. I don't think I'm going to need them as much now. Then Mockingbird's in his location, so I'll choose her, because it says anywhere, right? Remove one crisis token from anywhere. So I'll lose her crisis token. So now I could choose her to take the damage and the crisis token again. Yes, that's what we'll do. Alright. Okay, that's my big brain plan. I was due for some sort of at least mediocre plan. I feel like I've been sort of not thinking through the best sort of strategies so far. Alright, how are you guys enjoying the I was going to say the Mockingbird, but the White Widow battle? Is this does this sort of seem like an interesting puzzle where you're sort of trying to manage a bunch of angry heroes whilst you're trying to do a lot of rescuing? Certainly the heroics, not the heroics, the wilds have helped, haven't they? So she would probably feel a lot different without that. And I know a lot of people really think that the game is much more thematic without these, but I still think it's plenty thematic with them, so I really enjoy them. Well, I think we're on to White Widow. Alright, White Widow. She's got this one chance. One shot. Alright. Is she going to take it? Alright, Mum Spaghetti. Alright, so move counterclockwise. Oh, she's surprising us. So she's going to go counterclockwise to the next location with the hero with the fewest crisis tokens. So, aha! So she is going to go this way. She's going to land on us. And she thought she could outfox me by hitting Nick Fury, because he would have had the fewest and then he would have only had one card left. But now I can say, you know what? You're going to hit Mockingbird. So Mockingbird, which card are you going to lose? Let's maybe lose the Spy Master. Now Spy Master could be clutch later on, but I'm going to lose it now because it's got heroics, and I don't think... Wait, who's coming up next? I don't think I need that, or do I? I'm going to need 2 heroics. Maybe I do need that for some rescuing. She's going to be angry, so she's going to be able to use it anyway. This movement could be good for getting to her. Alright, let's lose that one and see if that's a bad choice or not. We're going to put some thugs out. Thugs. One all around her. 1 and a 2. Uh-oh, we are starting to fill up. 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. And unfortunately, we are also taking another crisis token back. So now we're back to 2 again. Alright. Let's just stay here and get rid of crisis tokens. Alright. Okay. So it is Black Widow's turn. Alright, Black Widow, I could really do with you having an extra heroic on your card here. So that'd be great. If you could please see to it that oh yes, that's what we'll be using. So let's put that down. She is now going to have to use one of those as a punch, but she's okay with that because she's still got 2 stars from Nick Fury. He's like, damn it, Natasha, you gotta wake up. So she is going to rescue 1 civilian, clearing that mission, and putting White Widow, baby Natasha, I don't know what her name, what's her sister's name? Ileana? I'm just going to say Ileana, but I don't think that's right. And she's going to also use the other star to finish this one off. Alright, what does that let us do? There we go. I'm going to find out. It says you may relocate a civilian from any location to any other location. Oh, okay. Where is she? She's over here. Well, where do we want? I guess, I mean, if she drops a 2 anywhere, we're in trouble, but I guess, drops a number 2 anywhere, I guess that's okay. We can. So is that right? You may relocate one civilian from any location to any other location. I guess that just sort of spreads things out a bit more. I don't know if that could come back to bite us, I guess, but alright, so, and she can technically move, but if I move I don't get to use that ability, so I guess I'll stay there. Alright, so now we are on a roll. So she is now not only under pressure and going every 2 turns, but she is now vulnerable, so we can get to her, which is lucky because I think it's Mockingbird's turn now. Yes, and Mockingbird happens to be standing exactly where she is, and she happens to have a double punch in her hands. And, ooh, oh man, alright. Battle Staves, I could defeat 2, and that's just straight up defeat, so I wouldn't have to worry about the double punching. I could defeat these 2 guys straight up. And that might sound crazy, but, you know, if I can get rid of some of this overflow stuff, that's great. I still get to do a punch. But I think we all know what I'm going to actually choose. And that's going to be this one. Alright, so we're going to double punch plus, thanks to White Widow here, and she's made us angry, we have to treat one of our available move, wild, or thingies as a punch. So she's given us an extra punch, so thank you very much. Don't mind if I do, and that's going to be 1, 2, 3 damage. So just double checking, she's got the 7, so 1, 2, 3. She's got 4 left. I think we might have her on the ropes, but maybe I'm getting ahead of myself here. Alright, so... Alright. One more turn. Yes, alright, so she gets another turn. She is... Have we cleared enough? We did... Let me just make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4... Oh, and actually, before I do this... Do I want to lose a card to drop a crisis token? You know what? I don't think so. Because we've only got 2 crisis tokens. She'd have to get another 5. So I think we've got time for Nick Fury to come back to his senses and, well, you know, get his turn again, then we could get rid of 1. So I think we're okay. I don't think I need to go down to 1 health. Plus I've got a move and a punch here. Either one could be useful situationally against her if we're trying to chase her down. So yeah, let's do that. Alright. Oh, she's going straight to us. Clockwise. Clockwise to the next location with the hero with the fewest crisis tokens. So that's going to be not Nick Fury, but Hawkeye. So she's going to go... Which is actually pretty good, because Hawkeye is going to want to be where she is when he starts, I guess. Although he actually wants to be... No, he wants to be as far away as possible so he can do the long shot. Oh well. 1, 2, 3... Now he doesn't go to Black Widow because she has more tokens than him. So I think that's how that works. So she would have gone around looking for Hawkeye or Nick Fury, but he happened to be where she was starting. Alright, then so she's going to hit Hawkeye. He loses a... Let's lose the heroic. And let's take a crisis token, so he's super angry. Am I misplaying this? Am I misreading this? So... Heroes starting their turn with 1 or more crisis tokens must treat 1 available move, heroic, or wild symbol at the bottom of hero cards as a... Oh! Interesting. Well, we'll keep playing the way I've been playing, but I wonder if that's supposed to be every individual card these guys with crisis tokens have to ignore a move, a punch, or a heroic, or a wild. So therefore, no, sorry, a move, a wild, or a heroic. So for example, if I had these two cards, let's say Hawkeye was angry and I was using these two cards, I'd have to forfeit one of my wilds and forfeit one of my thingies for punches. Oh, I don't know. I was reading it as like across all your cards for that turn you have to forfeit one. But is it one per every card? Ooh, I don't know. Alright, well hopefully it's not that, because if that's the case she'd be a lot harder. But as it stands, she seems to have been fairly easy, but I think that's got a lot to do with the fact that I'm using double wilds. Alright, so she's done the damage. She's given him the crisis token. She's got to put out some civilians. 1, 2, oof, and 3. Alright, but I think we've got her, I'm guessing, because what have we got here? We've got a double punch. Whose turn is it? It's going to be Hawkeye's turn, followed by Nick Fury. Now, Nick Fury's probably a bit too far away to do anything, but Hawkeye should be able to do a fair bit here, because he's got 2 punches here. And yeah, and then as long as he uses this card here, he can forfeit the move there, and that gives him a 4th punch. So, yep, we've got a single wild here. So I think we've got her. If we play that there, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, and she's only got the 4 health. 1, 2, 3, 4, and down she goes. Wow, that must be the quickest game I think I've ever played on camera in terms of amount of turns gone by. Yeah. Even, I mean, I've played with double wilds plenty of times before, but it's never been that quick. However, I do wonder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, so took her out. Well, it's actually only got to play 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Now I do wonder if that was supposed to be every time someone's angry, it's every single card. At the bottom of hero cards. Yeah, so that would have my progress through the threats and civilians would have been a lot slower, because I wouldn't have, that would have been like at least 1 or 2 turns per round there, sort of thing. With these guys, they would have been a bit slower, I'm guessing. Yeah. Oh, let me know what you guys think. If you've encountered that before, have you come across any official rulings on that, or do any official rulings need to be made, or am I just clearly reading this wrong? Yeah. At the bottom of treat 1 available thingies at the bottom of hero cards. So I just read that as like, okay, your collection of hero cards that you get to use that turn, but is it 1 available? I feel like then it might say treat 1 available thingy at the bottom of each hero card as a punch, if it was supposed to be each one. Yeah. Anyway, well, I still enjoyed the game. That was a lot of fun. Nice, and actually it was perfect for what I wanted, which was a nice simple one for tonight. I didn't want anything too hectic, and I think we got that. So that was yeah, a lot of fun. So I like that team of the S.H.I.E.L.D. agents. They were pretty cool as well, and I like the theme of coming across White Widow here. The advanced training was pretty good. We ended up actually only, I think, using 1 card, but that card was pretty handy for giving us a couple of extra heroic sort of actions there. Yeah, especially considering this mission, so that was quite handy as well. Well, yeah, thank you very much, White Widow. That was an enjoyable battle. We'll be back probably in a couple of weeks' time with another official villain battle, so let us know. I haven't really had any requests recently, so I've just been kind of picking what I like the sound of, sort of thing. But if there's any particular villain you want to see coming up, let me know in the comments, and I'll see what we can do. But the next particular battle, definitely going to be showing off some more homebrew stuff, so haven't quite decided what that's going to be exactly, but yeah, got lots of stuff I can show off, so looking forward to showing off something in the works there, and at some point soon we'll be doing a live stream, hopefully with Nelly Nell and Norlith, showing off Norlith's Mortal Kombat as well. So yeah, that'll be fun as well. Alright, well thank you very much guys. I hope this has been a fun, short and sharp. This is, I suppose I'm trying to like rabbit on now just to try and extend the length out, but I should cut it while I can, and hopefully this will be a record-breaking Meeple Monkey gameplay video. Alright, well thank you very much guys. Meeple Monkey out. See ya. Bye.